If two screenwriting giants, Aaron Sorkin and David Mamet, both agreed 100% on a fundamental concept of dramatic writing, would you want to know that concept? We've all seen movies and TV shows where the writer or writers seem lost. Here's a simple technique from Mamet and Sorkin to help keep your story on track. Remember in Alice in Wonderland when Alice was lost and asked for directions? The Cheshire Cat basically told her that since she didn't know where she was going, it didn't much matter which road she took. In Mamet's class, he says, quote, "For purposes of naval navigation, it does matter which road you take," unquote. He then draws a map of the United States and points out to where New York City is, where Los Angeles is, and he says what we want to do is draw a line between New York City and Los Angeles. He says in naval navigation, that's called the RUM line, R-H-U-M-B, the RUM line. It's a fixed course connecting point A to point B. Mamet says there will always be difficulties, ice storms, runway closures, engine problems, whatever. But he says, quote, "You always want to have in mind the progress to go from point A to point B. You're always trying to get to point B. That's all that matters. What is the objective of the hero to get from point A to point B?" In Sorkin's MasterClass, he says, "What I need before anything is intention and obstacle. Somebody wants something, something stands in their way of getting it," unquote. And the illustration he uses is going from New York to Los Angeles. So what Mamet calls the RUM line, going from point A to point B, New York to Los Angeles, is what Sorkin calls an intention, going from point A to point B, New York to Los Angeles. And what Mamet calls difficulties, Sorkin calls obstacles. But whatever you call it, it's the thing that's going to impose conflict on your protagonist's journey from point A to point B.